Does it properly? Oh, we are
Live
live.
now.
We are live. We are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scram Punks episode 45. I am here. I'm feeling good. Gears 5 is coming out tomorrow for guys like me. MM2K is just happy, I guess. And Snow Bunny is ecstatic because she just saw that Nintendo Direct. And I just want to say what's up to the panel. First off, MM2K, what's going on, brother? Oh, let me mention this. Nethos ain't here.
He's not here.
He's not here.
He's had a real bad pizza dough overdose. And
exactly. So he ain't here. So
hold on, bro. Are you live?
it says.
It says you're live. Well, I'm trying to check the channel. I don't see nothing.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Yes, yeah,
I see we're live, but
Yeah.
there's nobody in the chat. Oh,
Ain't
one
nobody in this
person.
bitch. Yeah,
Oh,
ain't
one
nobody
person
in
in the
this
Yeah.
bitch.
chat. Okay. All right. I just want to make
Ain't
And they
sure.
have
nobody in
hit the
here.
like button. Thank you for hitting that like button.
Yeah, yeah. We live, Moss, but they like
My
nobody in
bad.
this bitch. Hey,
My bad.
one person. Thank you, thank you.
Let me
Thank you,
tweet
one
this
person. I
out.
appreciate
Let's
you.
kind of sit. Let me. Anyway, so MM2K, what's
Yes,
going
sir.
on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. A bunch of gaming I got to do. But I'm a fraud. And to Snow Bunny's dismay, I got to let her know. Oninaki, I haven't even touched it yet. I'm a fraud.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Moss, because
Catherine.
I get games because when they come out, I get them when they drop. I might not have time to play them, so it's automatically going into if all gaming goes digital, and I don't want to deal that way. I have a nice backlog already built up, and I'm not paying $500 for a game.
But I definitely want to play that one. It's just that I'm trying to be a professional streamer. I'm
It's
trying to get my
okay,
stream.
Mom.
It's hard. It's so hard. But no, we got Uplay Plus, which I snuck on the agenda items. I don't know if you noticed that. I snuck Uplay Plus on there if we can cover it. I want to talk about that. And then we got Gears coming out, so I'm excited.
Good stuff. Snow Bunny. Now, I know you happy about this Nintendo Direct today. I've been on Twitter. I've been seeing so many Nintendo people saying it was phenomenal. It was great. And I know you're going to get into that a little later. But what's going on with you?
Nothing much, nothing much. I guess you could call me a fraud also. I really haven't been playing anything since last week. My tendonitis flared up in my hand, so I really can't play because I have to work, and with work it's like either I can play and not be able to work, or I can work and not be able to play games. So I had to do the working part and not be able to play so I could buy more games because September is packed. And now October is getting ready to be packed for me.
Oh, yeah. This is my favorite time of year. It's about to be fall because I love fall season. Football is about to start. NBA is not too far away, and there's the best games are coming out this time of year. So I'm happy about that. You guys seem to be happy. The three people, well, shit, it's two now that's watching us seem to be happy. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Now listen, as an Xbox guy, as Noah would say, this Gears 5 review stuff has been crazy today, right? Now,
Absolutely.
86 Metacritic. Where I'm from, that's pretty decent. 86 is a damn decent Metacritic. But I gotta be honest, some of my Xbox brothers were saying 90. Gears is gonna be 90 Metacritic. Personally, I never said that, but they might hyped it a little bit. But at the end of the day, 86 is a great score. But of course, we have a few Xbox guys lost their mind. Their mind, did a podcast. Like, what the hell is this? This is bullshit. And some Xbox brothers are saying media bias. I'm not going down there. I feel 86 is a good score, but we also have some PlayStation guys talking shit. That's how the console war works, right? But Moss, what do you think about? Because I saw that you and Noah did a little podcast earlier. I wasn't able to catch all of it, but I caught little bits of it about the reviews. What are your thoughts on the Gears 5 reviews so far?
Well, shameless plug. I got a video in the morning. I got one of them 6 a.m. videos, Dirt, coming tomorrow morning. where I'm gonna get into a little bit more into depth too, but I'll cover it here. Here's my thoughts real quick. are there some funny fudging numbers, fudging of numbers happening when it comes to Metacritic? Yeah, like me and Noah, we covered the Gears, Metacritic release. The instant it happened, and we noticed, like for instance, US Gamer kind of went bad on Gears for being Gears, but then we pulled up what they said for Uncharted, and they were happy that Uncharted was still Uncharted, when it came to Uncharted 4. And I know people are like, well, US Gamer gave Horizon Zero Dawn 50. That's not them giving a certain score isn't the issue. The issue is their consistency. So US Gamer isn't really a real consistent consumer, but that's still right. It's their opinion, and they're allowed to say whatever the hell they want. Here's the issue that I have, and here's the message that I have to my Xbox brethren. Metacritic uses an algorithm. They don't just take all scores and just lump them together and they're all equal. Mm-hmm. Some score givers weigh heavier than others. US Gamer apparently is a score giver that weighs heavier than others for whatever reasons we don't know. And it's all proven that if you look at the lopsided scores that US Gamer gives, whether it's an Xbox game or a PlayStation game, if you look at the scores, they're not balanced. So why doesn't Metacritic go to US Gamer and say, their shit isn't balanced? We're not going to weigh them as heavy as we would anybody, some of our bigger wigs. They don't do that. So here's my message, Xbox gamers. It's bad enough that I feel that a lot of these reviewers are not kind to the type of Xbox games that we're used to, even before this drought that we've experienced. We like the games as a service, the multiplayer games. They don't like those type of games. They like the single player games, the story-driven games, and those aren't typically Xbox games, even the better Xbox games. So you got that against you. Why are you living and dying off of a service that does not critique its algorithm and lets entities like US Gamer decide whether your game is going to be scored high or not? So what I'm trying to say, to make a long story short, is y'all did this to yourselves. Y'all loaded the revolver and you opened your mouth and you put the barrel in your goddamn against your tonsils on your own. Under no shape, form, or fashion should you ever expect or make bets or live and die off of a Xbox game getting a 90 plus on the Metacritic. It's the silliest thing you could do. Metacritic is not designed to be favorable to Xbox games. It's not media bias. It's just the reality of what things are. So hopefully this is a big lesson learned. If a game is good and you're heavily anticipating it, who cares what Metacritic is? Who cares? Stop being lazy and just looking at one freaking score to determine if something is good or not. I get the attention that it brings, but use your common sense. Instead of worrying about a Metacritic, y'all should be saying, hey, look, there's 20 plus reviewers that gave Gears 5 a 90 or higher. That's what y'all should care about. Enjoy the game when it releases and have a wonderful gaming day. God damn it.
Damn, well said, man. Hey, no, hold on for a second. Shit, that was well said, man. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Crazy. It's crazy. Hopefully they learn from this,
Yeah, well said, man. Well said. You're a smart guy, so you look at things a little bit different than a normal guy would. And I appreciated what you just said. That made a lot of sense, what you said. Snow Bunny, I know you're not really into Gears and Xbox, but what do you think?
I was actually happy about the score when I saw it. I was like, oh, wow. Because, you had said that you were thinking it was going to probably be mid to high 80s for the score. I
never said 90. I never.
No, you 90. Never said that.
No.
You gave it in high 80s for you. You were kind of pushing it there.
Yeah.
But when I saw the score, I was like, oh, okay, it got a good score. I'm just hoping that it don't, when the players start getting it, or if players have started doing stuff, it's not going to get review bombed like Astral Chain did for being exclusive to Switch.
Right.
So that's the only thing.
Petty shit out here. This shit is petty, man.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm worried about is because, and now that they're showing more of the game, it actually looks like it's going to be a very fun game for you guys.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I mean, and that was my whole thing was they waited. I think my whole thing was they waited a little too late to start showing stuff for it.
Yeah. I think I wholeheartedly that.
Yeah. Now let me ask you guys this, like especially you, Moss. Now I know this is one of Xbox's biggest franchises. I understand that. But do you feel that moving forward, there's going to be better quality out of the Xbox camp? Now, you can ignore Battletoads because I don't like how that looks right now.
strike that from the witness list. Yeah.
Yeah, but knowing how the last few years have been for the Xbox brand with their exclusives, do you feel that Gears is the start of quality from Xbox?
Here's what
is
I
just
think
the Xbox do in me? What is it?
Here's what I think happened. I think that I want to say it's like the good book, man. I hope I don't get struck down for blasphemy. It's like the good book. There's the Old Testament and the New Testament. I think with this new regime, the Old Testament was pre Gamescom. I think pre Gamescom, you had Phil out there talking about he doesn't believe in inherent competition because he doesn't want to drive down Sony and drive down the other man and all this other silly coffee shop shit. And then Rod Ferguson and company did an about face and showed us Gears 5, and it was a phenomenal showing, right?
Right.
And they did it, and they didn't want to do it. And what happened? They could. It wasn't the seats weren't even dry yet from Gamescom, from Rod Ferguson's Gamescom, and Sony announced that they bought Insomniac, right?
Right.
And I think there was blood in their eye. You got an anonymous, well, not an anonymous, but a real generalized statement from Microsoft that wasn't even from a particular person, where they said you're no longer going to see our games on other consoles. And now you're starting to see them churn up more and more of hardcore showings, and you're seeing less from Phil. So I would say, Old Testament may have been, pre-Gamescom, and now I'm a little bit more optimistic. I will say I'm a little bit more optimistic. I still need to see what this new regime is going to do, though, as far as the AAA content. But I am a little bit more optimistic that they've announced that they're going to focus more on their consoles, even though that was still a little fuddy-duddy too, right? Because then they first said that they're only going to build games from the ground up for their platform, but then they said they want Game Pass everywhere. So we get, it's hard. It's a balance. But I will say, at the end of the day, to make a long story short, I am a little bit more optimistic that they're leaning a little bit more towards the approach that I like. So we'll see. But they still have to prove it to me.
Oh yeah, they definitely have a lot to prove, and hey, that's what I'm here for. Prove it to me. You know what I'm saying? I really feel what you're onto something. So you're saying that them announcing Insomniac kind of pissed Xbox off a little bit. That's what you're saying?
Look at it, and we're going to talk about this too. You have two unions that are in total contract. You have Xbox and Sony or PlayStation 4 with this, the one person's going to use Azure while the other gets conductor chips or whatever the shit is. And then you have Stadia and Uplay Plus, right? Now, Microsoft and Sony compete in certain business lines. And so does Uplay Plus and Stadia in some ways, because they both have subscription services, right, as far as gaming is concerned. But when you look at Uplay Plus and Stadia's relationship, they're playing nice with each other. Uplay Plus just released, and then they're going to be supported by Stadia. Even though they're competing, they're playing nice. Microsoft and Sony ain't playing nice because Sony ain't playing nice. So that relationship ain't working out for Microsoft. I think Microsoft finally realized that this kumbaya, hands across America, ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might be getting stabbed up more or less like on Us, the movie Us, if they try to do the hands across America thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they got blood in their eye, and that's good. Now they woke up. Now let's see what they do with it.
Right.
I'm with you.
Hey, I have a quick question. Chat, is my volume better? Because I see some of you saying I'm a bit loud. Is my volume better?
Oh, somebody said you loud. I haven't seen.
Oh,
yeah.
I see it.
Do about it. If I'm loud, ain't shit we gonna do about it. No, I thought you sound
good. He's saying no, we can do about it.
Ain't that we gonna do about
it. All right. But yeah, that's exactly it. Something happened where Microsoft was just like, okay, we're not playing nice anymore. Only thing I'm worried about is seeing if we're going to get the second Ori on the Switch now, because we might not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And you know what? I'm cool. Like, I really don't give a shit about some of their games being everywhere, but If they just double down, say, you know what, damn that, we're just gonna stick on our shit and PC. I'm okay with that, and that's what Aaron Greenberg said. But I know then a couple other guys, like the next day said Game Pass everywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe they were
yeah.
talking about cell phones. That's what I'm hoping. They were talking about cell phones and
Yeah,
toasters
yeah,
and shit, and not
yeah.
consoles. So
I
we'll
don't
see what
think
happens.
the Switch, and I want to get Bunny's thoughts on this too. I don't think Xbox games on the Switch are such a bad idea because that kind of piggybacks Dirt and Bunny off the 360 strategy, where 360 was like, hey, instead of buying a PlayStation 3, motherfucker, get an Xbox 360 and a Nintendo Wii. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Microsoft and Nintendo plays nice together, and Microsoft games on the Switch, I don't think it's such a bad thing. They're kind of like two totally different products.
Mm-hmm.
My issue is them being so freely neely. I just made that shit up. Freely neely with PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? That's a direct competitor more than anybody, and I think it does hurt the product having your shit so freely there. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you know what, boss? I'm sorry, Snowbody. You go ahead.
I was gonna say that with that, I mean, yeah, I understand. I agree with you, Moss. But the problem is, and this is how I would look at it from an Xbox player's perception. You're allowing this game. We don't hardly have any exclusives, only on our console, but yet you're going to let this game go to another console that is selling better than you're selling and coming out with more exclusives than what we're coming out with. Their players are getting stuff. We're not getting hardly anything. I would be kind of upset as a player looking at it from that point of view. And then you also have to look at the fact of some of the games like you remember Super Lucky's Tale, which was released on the Xbox One as an exclusive.
Right.
And they released with all the bugs and this, that, and the other, where they're releasing it on the Switch, but they're fixing all those issues before they release it on the Switch.
And that was a big problem for Microsoft. Like even timed exclusively wasn't smooth. It was like Xbox was a launching pad for a better experience somewhere else later. You know what I'm saying? To where last generation, when you got BioShock, it was already good, and it was so goddamn good that everybody got the 360 to play it. So by the time it got to PlayStation 3, nobody gave a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So it's like, okay, yeah, you're releasing your first party games on the Nintendo Switch, but it's like kind of like a slap in the face almost, even though, yeah, granted, a lot of the Xbox players don't want those type of games, but it's almost like a slap in the face where they're going to release it bug filled on your console, which is the world's strongest console.
Right.
But yet you're going to fix all those issues when you port it to another system.
Yeah. There's something in the chat. So Kayo Tokusu Juspian, I know I butchered the hell out of that. My bad. Microsoft need to drop the console and go into service. The hardware is pointless. What Microsoft could do is compete with Google instead of Sony. I disagree with that. I just think that they need to tighten up their approach. The console is needed from people like Dirt, for people like Next Gen. They don't play on PC. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? You know what I'm saying? And that's where I say, Microsoft is not coming out with a handheld. So there's shit going on the Switch. I don't think, they would mind, and that would still make Microsoft money. The problem is for people like Dirt. They need a dedicated device to play their games. And, nobody's going to make the best. No one's going to make a dedicated device the best for Microsoft better than Microsoft can. So they need to stay in the console market because there's people like Dirt, and they need to do the best that they can to make that console valuable.
See, but this is the thing, right? Because all of these podcasts, I know people say Xbox is going to put their games everywhere. But let's actually talk about reality for a second. The few games that they put on the Nintendo Switch, they aren't first party Microsoft Studios.
Like even Super Lucky's Tales, Cuphead,
Cuphead. Now, of course, the studios they just bought, they had some previous deals, Outer Worlds and some of the studios they just acquired. But we've been saying this for a while. Xbox want their games everywhere, but in reality, they haven't put their own first party games on PlayStation or Nintendo Switch yet. So I think we've been talking about that for a while now, MM2K, and I'm just not
I
gonna
would
lie.
have
Huh?
again. I think in Old Testament Microsoft, I
Mhm.
think I think you would have seen. It probably would have started with Forza,
Mhm.
and then maybe a Gears, and then lastly a Halo. If things would have stayed at the same trajectory, this Microsoft now, after they got that blood in their eye. Now, I'm not saying everything is fixed. Believe you me, my kick and fill ribs in videos aren't completely over yet, not just yet. But I'm saying they got blood in their eye, and look at the atmosphere now. It is totally different from what it was when Phil did that Fortune magazine interview.
Mhm.
Totally different. Totally.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So
Yep.
nobody got anything else about this?
No, we didn't covered about everything there.
Yeah. So I know we started off talking about Gears and we kind of made a left turn, but yeah, Gears is a good score, and I'm happy about it, man. I think people that's talking shit, they're just talking shit. Some Xbox guys. I saw my boy Kid Smooth did that podcast and lost his mind. Nah, man,
Yeah.
it's a good score. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right, let's get to something that I know nothing about. There was a Nintendo Direct today, and
Yes.
I know I seen Baron like happy as hell. Some other Nintendo people I follow, they're pretty happy about it. Snow Bunny, as a
Yes.
Nintendo fan, did this Nintendo Direct show some shit that had you excited? Because I saw certain things on the internet, but nothing that really
Yes.
interests me. But what was up with this Nintendo Direct?
All
For
right.
our
So
Switch
where to
report.
start? Starting tomorrow on Nintendo Online, they have started to release some Super NES games.
Super
Mhm.
NES, one of the best consoles ever.
They're launching 20 games on the online service for Super NES, and they are releasing a Super NES wireless controller for $29.99
Oh,
if you are on the online subscription.
So like, does it look like the Super Nintendo controller, or is it
Yeah, it looks just like the Super NES controller.
okay?
It's just wireless, and you could
Cool,
hook it up by USB to charge it.
cool.
And they're launching 20 games with it tomorrow. And just a few of the games are like F-Zero,
oh,
The Legend of Zelda, Link to a Past, Super
ooh.
Metroid, Super Mario Kart, some Kirby games, Star Fox. All that's going to be starting tomorrow on this Nintendo Online. Some blasts from the past are coming back. Uh, it was announced that Doom 64 will be released in November
Doom
for
64.
the Nintendo Switch.
Oh man,
Um,
you can't buy
other
that nobody. You gonna get sick off of that shit.
I know it's the
Yeah.
first. How do you think I
Yeah.
found out I got sick from first person shooters? It
It was
was
Doom.
it was Doom, and I want to yeah, it
Doom
was Doom.
64. So what you mean from the Nintendo? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry not to interrupt you.
No, you're
Me,
fine.
I'm old and
Cause
forgetful.
nope, because then that's going to mean that Doom 1, 2, 3, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, and now Doom 64 will all
Wow.
be on the
Wow.
Switch.
Yeah, man.
They did a couple stealth drops. Banjo Kazooie will be playable today. It's playable now for the Super Smash Brothers. They have released that Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury will be the next DLC character for the
Oh,
Super Smash Brothers.
oh, Terry. From yeah, like I said, from Fatal Fury. Those
SNK,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
SNK gang. Nobody care about their ass. Sorry,
They
go
are
ahead.
developing more DLC characters for Smash. They showed a couple different levels for Luigi's Mansion, which looks awesome. Overwatch is coming to the Switch
Damn,
in
the Switch getting third
October.
party support.
Dang, this is crazy, man.
Um, they also, let's see here, because I got pages of them. Divinity 2 is coming to the Switch
Hmm.
with Steam Switch shared cloud saves. So if you play it on PC and you save it to the cloud, you can continue playing it on your Nintendo Switch and vice versa.
See, I wouldn't mind. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say this is like an. See this shit coming out on the Switch, and me and somebody wanting portable device, portable support. And people saying that the cloud ain't gonna work, whatever. Okay, either you can utilize the cloud or you can utilize the Switch. And if I'm Microsoft, I wouldn't hesitate putting my stuff on the Switch. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. If you had a shared cloud space between PC and
exactly, Switch. Exactly.
Now Dauntless is coming to the Switch, and they're saying that it's going to have true cross-play among all platforms.
Wow. Okay.
Dauntless. I mean, that game that you and like Noah was playing. Or was that Neithos?
I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing that shit. No, that's an epic.
I think Neithos was playing.
Neithos Manhattan and Noah was playing that because that's an Epic Game Store game. Yeah. I don't play that. I'm not an Epic Games guy. I'm not an Epic Games guy.
They are also bringing Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, the Jedi Outcast, to the Switch.
Hold on, wait. They're bringing that game. Oh, it's the Jedi Knight. What?
Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, which was called Jedi Outcast.
Oh, okay. So that's not the same game that's coming out for the PS4 and Xbox.
No, this is an older one that was a single player game.
Yeah, wasn't the flight game kind of?
No, it didn't show anything like that.
Okay.
I'm old. So Deadly Premonition, I don't know if you guys remember that from the 360.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Part 2 is coming out in 2020 for the Switch, and they are stealth dropping the first one on the Switch eShop today.
Damn. And it's an exclusive? Part 2 is an exclusive?
I don't know if it's an exclusive. I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
But I just know that they showed it. Tokyo Mirage Session is going to be coming, where they're adding some stuff to it. This was a game from the Wii U. It's coming in 2020 for the Switch. And then let's see here. Tetris 99 is getting some more paid DLC. They're doing an update for it, and they're going to release a physical copy for it with all the DLC and everything. Demon Machina X is getting a new demo today, and it's dropping on the 13th.
Hey, you know what, Snow Bunny, bless your heart, because I have no idea about none of these damn games. But go ahead.
You're fine.
Bless your heart for knowing these games.
They actually did a demo for it last year. It didn't go over too well. They were getting feedback, so they pushed the release date back for that game for about a year. Okay. Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Rebellion is coming out in a collection for the Switch.
They getting Assassin's Creed. Damn, Switch.
This is the second release for an Assassin's Creed. They bought another Assassin's Creed earlier this year.
Oh, but that was the one they had to use a server?
I don't know because I didn't get it. I might get this one because I did like Black Flag with the pirates and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the pirate one. Trials of Mana HD remake. It's coming. It's not. It's a multi-plat. I think it's coming on PS4. It's coming out in April of 2020. It looks very good.
Yeah. Hey, what up, King Thrash? What up, Devin?
What up, Thrash? What up, Thrash?
Hello, everyone.
What up, everybody? What up? Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and please hit that like button.
Hit that like button and share it out. Come on, y'all.
Yes. And then we're getting a Grid Autosport game.
What's that, a racer or something?
Racing game.
Oh, okay.
And Devil May Cry 2 is coming to the Switch.
That's the worst one, though.
Hey, people on the Switch are loving it. They are just so happy.
No, that's cool.
And then they announced Xenoblade Chronicles, which was on the Wii.
Oh, that's good.
3DS.
Yeah, that's dope.
They're doing they're doing a definitive edition in 2020 for it. I never did like it on the Wii because I didn't like the motion controls in it.
Mm-hmm.
and I could never find it on the 3DS, which didn't have motion controls, but that thing is so hard to find, like used is like 50-60 bucks because it's so rare.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, a lot has been announced. They showed a lot more stuff than even what I'm mentioning. I just talked about the things that we didn't know about.
Damn,
And
Nintendo.
Dragon Quest 11, they're going to have an HD version. When you play the game, you can choose between HD version, or if you don't want HD, you can go to 2D version, like the old 2D bit games or whatever, where it's a 2D world, like the 3DS. You could choose either mode to play it in.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, they got a lot.
So,
Yeah, I mean, they got exclusive content after exclusive
and they
content.
cater to
So
their fans, man. But is
yeah,
there anything else on the Switch report, Snow Bunny?
Nope, because everything else here was pretty boring. But it was. I had my opinions. I knew we weren't going to get any Bayonetta 3, Metro Prime 4, or Pikmin 4 news.
Hmm.
Everybody's losing their mind, saying it's like some people are saying this direct was the worst direct ever. Some people are saying this direct was the best direct ever. It's like it's already videos up on this direct's opinion.
yeah, I got to check it out. I definitely got to check it out.
Yeah,
Even though we got a good overview right now, I want to be part of the excitement too.
yeah, that's cool. Y'all can go right ahead. But
You got that
no,
shit.
I'm not talking shit. You know I'm talking shit. But anyway, thanks Snow Bunny for the Switch report.
You're welcome.
The
Thank you.
Switch report.
Hey, Mars, man, that was kind of good, man. I appreciate that. That was really good. The Switch report. No, so that was dope. Nintendo, man, like I said, they cater to their fans. They give their fans what they
Yeah,
want,
yeah,
and man, they learned they learned from all their mistakes with that Wii U, man, because they are firing on all cylinders with this
yeah.
damn Nintendo Switch.
We got so many get like in September alone, or October, but some games that I've been waiting on finally gotten a release date, and they're in October. So I'm probably going to have anywhere from 3 to 5 games in October. I want it's only my only free month right now is probably December because they have not released or announced any first party games coming out in December.
Oh, yeah, but that's usually a bad time to release games. But
They
anyway,
released Smash last December.
but that's the exception. You know, that's Smash. You know, what I'm saying they can release Smash in like Black History Month. It don't matter. If people gonna
Yeah.
be on it. But all right. But thanks, Snow Bunny, for that.
You're welcome.
All right. A couple more things I want to talk about, y'all. So apparently, Sony isn't going to be at TGS. Now, usually I don't care, and I really don't care because TGS isn't a big thing for us over here.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, the Almighty Spartan guy said it in the chat. Sony's not doing any more shows this year. What
Mm-hmm.
do you guys think? Is it just look? They're just getting ready. They're gearing up for E3 2020 or February when they're going to release. They're going to reveal the PS5. What do you guys think it is? And it isn't a big deal that they're missing out on TGS. They missed out on E3. They missed. They pretty much stopped doing PSX. Is it a big deal, Moss, or are they
Let me
just
let me
gearing up for next
let me
gen?
let me let's look at it like this because I hear a lot of interesting responses to this. So I'm gonna try answering the question with a question like this. Say, for instance, in 2017, instead of the dog shit that we got on Xbox for 2017,
Oh
no,
yeah, we ain't getting nothing up in 2017.
you know what I'm saying? Let's just say if I don't know, let's just say if BioShock 5 came out and it was exclusive for Xbox, right?
Mm.
And then they knocked it out of the park with that. And let's just say if Xbox exclusively I don't know, had a soccer game or some shit that sold a bunch. And let's say in 2018, instead of Sea of Thieves, we got a I don't know. Let's just say if Gears 5 would have came out then and it was ranked and it was rated a 97. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say if State of Decay 2 was actually released this year, but it was an actual AAA game that was ranked 87, 88, maybe in the 90s. So what I'm basically saying is if Xbox would have knocked it out of the park in 2017 and 2018, do you think that Sony would have canceled all the shows in 2019?
Probably.
Or do you think they would have been there?
Oh, they would have been there.
Facts. So this is what I'm saying. So basically, and my question really isn't for the panel. It was a rhetorical question, but it was a rhetorical question for the people listening. Because for those of you that say it's okay that Sony's not there, I say bullpucky because Xbox, and cover your ears, Dirk. Because Xbox was dog shit the last several years, if not all generation, that doesn't give Sony a pass to not continue to strive to pump out the best shit possible. You know, as a gamer, I want the best experience possible. I want you to take me to new heights. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds cheesy, but I want you to take me to broad new experiences. I don't want you to take your foot off the gas based on the lowest common denominator, which is Xbox. So no, it is a big deal to me because it tells me that that Sony is only looking over their shoulder to see what Microsoft is doing, opposed to looking forward 24/7 to say, we want to innovate and we want to give you the grandest experience possible. I have a problem with that as a gamer. I can admit that Xbox was dog shit. I've been doing that for the last several months, kicking Phil's back then. But you people that are listening, you have to be honest and you have to take off your fanboy hat and you got to say that Sony, judging by the lowest common denominator, is not cool. I don't care who it is. I don't care if Sony and Microsoft were under the same hat. I want every single game company to provide the best experience possible, and Sony's not doing that, and I'm not cool with it.
Yeah, see,
now I have a quick question. The TGS, that's the Tokyo Game Show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and continue, Dirt. I just wanted to make sure I had my right conventions going.
She had a MM2K moment. She had forgot.
MM2K. Now you're actually speaking some good stuff because if you think about in the PS2 generation where they were absolutely dominating, it was like it wasn't even close. I mean, hell, the Xbox One is closer to the PS4 than the original Xbox and the GameCube was to the PS2. They still had E3s. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry not to cut you off. To the homie King Thrash put in the comment. He said, "The Last of Us 2, Ghosts, Dreams, Death Stranding." Okay, so I'm gonna let me try it like this. The Last of Us 2 is in 2019. Ghost of Tsushima is in 2019. Dreams is not a mainstream game that even a majority of PlayStation fans give two shits about. A majority of people still don't know what Death Stranding is. Okay. I get that there's people like Thrash and then Manhattan. He's a broadband, but I'm not trying to pick on. There's people that love Kojima and whatever he puts out there, they have faith in. Everybody's not like that, even though the game will score high and it'll win. It'll likely, if not nominated, it'll win Game of the Year. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm talking about the world-renowned stellar hits that Sony has been known to churn out every last drop of blood for the last couple of years. They've literally taken their foot off the gas in 2019. You cannot look at what's going on in 2019, look at what happened in 2018 and 2017, look at what's going on in 2020 and not say that. They're not coming to shows. You cannot look yourself in the mirror and honestly say that they did not take their foot off the gas. They did do it. And it's not acceptable to me, regardless of what Microsoft is doing. Microsoft has been dog shit. We can admit that. But you cannot say that Sony did not take his foot off the gas. I'm sorry, Dirk. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, Devin, man. You are surrounded by ponies in that chat, bro. So,
there's got to be a reckoning. There's got to be a fanboy reckoning.
You're right.
Yeah, there's got to be a fanboy reckoning. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I got you, bro. So, yeah, I mean, you make some great points, but I understand that Death Stranding is coming and Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us. But I'm sure you Sony guys, if they did some type of show, you will be happy about that, you know. But whatever, they're not doing a show, so you guys are okay with it. But anyway,
My thoughts on it is this is my question. This is the Tokyo Game Show. I can understand not going to the Paris Game Show because they're French. I can understand not going to E3 because it's American. I can understand not even doing your own PSX or whatever, but Tokyo is your home.
That's like
Japan.
That's like Five Guys missing a hamburger festival. It doesn't make any sense, and y'all can't excuse it. Stop it.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I can understand missing Paris Game Week. That's Paris.
Tell them, Bunny. Tell them.
E3 is an American thing, but Tokyo Game Show, that's where you got your start at. That's your home. Are you? I'm not trying to be facetious or anything. It's just that that's how I look at it. Like,
hit him with the ruler, Bunny.
I mean, like that's like Xbox missing an E3. E3 is an American thing, and Xbox is an American thing.
Smack him with the ruler and put the dust cap on his mother.
But I mean, that's the only thing that's questioning me. Why are they missing like their roots themselves?
Yo.
I mean, that's my only thing. Why are you missing your own roots?
And nobody.
I mean, granted, you might not have a whole lot to show, but you have not hardly shown anything for Ghost, which I had already said I thought that was going to launch next gen with the next gen console. You have showed some Last of Us 2. You probably don't want to show any more of Death Stranding. But that's what I mean. Like, Tokyo is your home.
Look.
I do think Death Stranding is going to be there though.
But look. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick there. And Nintendo, and Sony's 24-year history of coming to these conventions, this isn't the first time that Sony's lineup has been quote unquote dry. They had dry lineups in the PlayStation 3 era. Never has Sony ever said that not only is our lineup going to be dry, but we're not coming to shows. Y'all can sit here and damn it, fill up the chat. Fill up the chat all y'all want. Y'all are just putting on file the hypocrisy that is running through your brain cells right now, which I will record the receipts. Never in the 24, 25-year history of coming to these shows has Sony said, you know what, we're not going. We're not going. There's no excuse for it. And as a gamer, as the hardcore gamer that y'all say y'all are, yes, I'm going there, it's bullpucky to make excuses for it. The hell with what Microsoft is doing. We've already confirmed that what they've done this generation is dog shit. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to you as a gamer. Stop the BS and get out of the fanboy fodder and look at it as it is for reality. They're not coming to shows. Bunny just hit y'all with the ruler and put y'all in the corner with the dunce cap. They're not coming to the goddamn Tokyo Game Show. That's like McDonald's saying we're skipping the French fry convention. Stop it. I'm not trying to hear it. Fill up the chat all you want. Hey, I'm not trying to hear it.
Hey, Moss, man, they in the chat. This is a pony-filled chat, by the way.
Let them do it. Let them do it. If it makes them feel better, let them do it.
Like, they was I always say, Lamont drunk ass. Sony lineup isn't dry, MM2K. What are you talking about? Heath Stevens with his pony ass, MM2K. 14 unannounced games isn't taking your foot off the gas. 14 unannounced games.
Are they announced in 2019?
Damn.
Are they announced in 2000? Von Lamont, stop sipping that goddamn Hennessy. Chased with wild turkey. Stop it.
Oh Lord, that combination.
2019 is dry.
Heath Stevens to be. That was Heath Stevens.
Oh, was that Heath?
Yeah, it was Heath.
Oh, well, Heath gets a pass. I'm sorry.
King Thrash has a good point. He said that it's the internet age. Why spend $17 million for a stage and deadline where you can stream anytime you want for $20 to reach the same audience?
Because your fans want you to do it.
Okay, but what King is saying, I agree with, but they're not streaming anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're not even.
Your fans want you there.
When was the last PlayStation thingy that they did like a direct? When was the last one of those?
You mean the State of Play?
Yes.
It was earlier this year. I can't remember. Maybe.
Yeah, it needs to stay earlier in this year.
Oh, shit.
Oh, guess who can? Oh,
hello, Nethos.
What's up, Nethos?
Nethos, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, MM2K, man, he in there, man, he in battling these ponies, man. It's actually kind of entertaining.
Look,
Von
man.
Lamont, Heath Stevens, and King Thrash going to
Look.
MM2K, man.
Heath Stevens gets a pass, but Von Lamont with his drunk ass, his head stuck in the toilet. He's sending texts upside down and shit. Ain't nobody little Von. Stop it, bro.
Lamont,
You need to stop it. Hey,
Von
look.
Lamont, get your dehydrated ass out of
Exactly.
here, man.
He's thrown up in the liquid plumber and I don't know where he at. Stop it.
No, it's
Stop
cool.
it.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. But hey, man, this is a good topic because TGS, like you guys said, is a Japanese show, and you know, I think I did read that Death Stranding is going to be there, but that's just Kojima's going to be there. But I think Heath Stevens did say Sony's going to have a booth, maybe. But they haven't done a show since what, y'all? Like a real show. I know the state of plays are okay, but a real show since what?
But when was that last state of play though?
I think it was in May or something, March or something, April. I don't know. It was a
I
few
feel
months
like they
ago.
only did like 2 or 3 of those things all year.
Yeah. They only did 2 of them, but what was their last real show? Was it? What was it? Damn.
E3.
Yeah, E3 2018, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, did they do a
E3
PlayStation
2018.
Experience that year? I don't even know.
No, they didn't do a PlayStation. Last PlayStation Experience they was the 2017. That's when they had like that kind of sit down talking to developers and stuff. Yeah, so E3 2018 was the last show. But listen, man, I understand they have a lot of games that's coming. They announced most of their games in 2016, with the exception of Ghost of Tsushima that was announced in 2017. Yeah, so I understand they have games coming, but you know, I'm sure you guys want to know something, right?
Von Lamont said the ponies are good. Why are y'all good? Y'all good because y'all beat the Microsoft? That would be like, look, that'd be like me. How can I say this? That'd be like me happy that I beat somebody in a race with no ankles.
Damn.
What the fuck is it to celebrate? What I'm trying to say is, look, y'all, and Dirt don't mind this because he know it's true. He's
true.
optimistic into the future. Microsoft is beat. The organs is stomped out. They sold on the black market. It's over. Okay, stop comparing to the lowest common denominator. I'm looking at this purely from a gamer's perspective. What is Sony providing me in 2019 as a gamer when in the past 25, 26, 27 years, they've never took their foot off the gas? Now they're only taking their foot off of the gas when they've made more money than they ever have. The PlayStation 4 is outpacing the PlayStation 2 in every barometer. And now you're going to take your foot off the gas? Man, please. I ain't trying to hear it, man. I'm going to shut up for the rest of the segment.
I don't know. Xbox is dealing with media bias. I don't know what you're talking about.
Media bias. Yeah,
media bias.
Yes, you know.
No, but let me ask y'all a question about this, because this is something that was brought up in chat earlier, and people are talking about it. Why is it that when a game scores on the Xbox in the 70s, the Xbox community is just like, okay, whatever. But this game is like one of the highest scoring games you guys have had this gen, and now everybody's talking about it scored like that because of media bias.
It's because they wanted 90. It was like 90 or nothing for a lot of Xbox guys on this one.
I mean, you got one of the highest rated games you've had this entire gen.
Because
but you're going
90 for them.
But you're okay with accepting a 79. That's where the hypocrisy come in.
It is silly, and
it's good as a tentpole franchise as well.
Yeah.
I think it's all about Gears 5 though, Snow Bunny. I think Gears 5, you know, all those previews that hit last week were just great. Gears is great. Gears is great. This is the game Microsoft
now a lot
needed.
of them are like, eh.
So a lot of my Xbox brothers kind of ran with it, like, oh, it's gonna be in the 90s. Like I said earlier, I never said 90. I always said mid 80s. And when it didn't hit 90, some people just kind of took it to heart, like, this is bullshit. This is media bias.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, man. I mean,
I think Dirt had a really good video on it. Shout out to your channel, whatever. I watched it this morning. And you basically said, like, yeah, Xbox guys, you need to stop with this media bias when this shit happens because it just makes you look bad.
How many subs? How many subs?
It's not the score I want, so it's media bias. Like, we can't do that.
How many subs did you lose, Dirt?
I actually gained some, man. I don't know. Maybe some
You gained some? Oh shit! Okay. Oh, that's why they
I
all
think
here
maybe
now. They all here now and shit. They all here now and shit. They're trying to tell me that 2019 is fantastic. It's great. Nothing to see here. My thoughts on it.
I spent 2019 playing 2018 games on my PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying, and it makes it even worse for me because I don't hesitate. Even though I came in this generation as a PlayStation, as an Xbox guy, I don't have any quarrels in saying Xbox didn't do what they needed to do for me this generation. So now I'm looking at what's available in gaming in totality, and I think my PlayStation brothers, y'all are holding back PlayStation by accepting this mediocrity of 2019, but that's here nor there. Now it's time to kick the Xbox guys' backs in. With that being said, Dirt is right. I see a lot of my let's pull the scab off. I see a lot of my Xbox guys, and not anybody here. Or really nobody in the chat. I see a lot of my Xbox guys revved up for Xbox games, revved up for Phil Spencer, revs up for Game Pass, but they're not playing any of these games. Simply put, they're not playing these games. They're being tip-top warriors on Twitter. They're talking all this shit, but they're not playing the games, right? Mm-hmm. So you get an 86. You're worrying about people like J-Dub, somebody like King Thrash, or even drunk ass Von Lamont throwing up in a liquid plumber. Y'all worrying about these dudes on Twitter, but you're not playing the games. And that's why Xbox ain't getting no play, because you're not supporting it financially. Look, the game got an 86. I already explained to you why Metacritic is not a barometer that you need to worry about, because it's not created to suit your type of games. Play the goddamn games first. Then when you play the games, then you have something. Then you'll have something. You'll have a leg to stand on. But if you're not buying the games, if you're not playing them, then you're not going to get the type of games that you want in the first place. So
the game like $2.
Yeah,
people not playing this.
It's ridiculous, and they're not going to play it. Nathos, you already look, man. We already know. People are excited about games they don't even know. They ain't touched. They ain't played. Whatever. Like, stop it. Play the games first. Show the support that way. Stop tippity-tapping on Twitter. It's as simple as that. Play the damn games.
I don't know how people have time to play games with all the bickering on Twitter. I'm sitting here like, don't y'all have like games to play?
They don't. They want to tip. The game that they're playing is Cap and Fulfill. That's the game that they want.
Yeah, man. I love it. I beat Control already, man. I'm waiting for Gears tomorrow, bro.
Damn, you beat Control?
Hell yeah, man. Listen, if it's a game I like, I'll play the shit. Now,
but didn't it just come out last week?
Yeah, it came out. No, didn't. Yeah, last Tuesday. No, Tuesday of last week. Yeah, I just listen. I like the game, so
it's been out for a week.
Yeah.
It's Dirt plays the games, man. He plays the games. He's not a tip. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna say this because y'all can tell that I'm type of mood. I ain't had my fiber today. All right, I'm gonna say this. And Dirt did not approve of this message, and I hope he doesn't kick me off the channel on the podcast. But I gotta say this, man. I look at my boy Dirt's content. I look at his material. It's funny. It's witty. He switches it up. He's consistent. But yet this motherfucker ain't got 1,000 subs. But y'all got all these other dry ass YouTubers out here that don't play these games, and these motherfuckers got 95,000 subs. And you want to know why? Because Dirt don't be with the drama. I'm gonna put it to you like that. That's the only reason why Dirt ain't got 1,000 subs, because he ain't with the drama. Y'all want the drama. Y'all want to be the tip-tap warriors on Twitter. Y'all want to talk this shit, but y'all want to act like, oh, it's all toxic when this person talks about that and this and that. And that. No, you got a proven guy right here on this channel. So if you're an Xbox guy, if you're listening to this now, or you're listening to this on demand, and you don't sub the Dirt's channel, you're a freaking fraud. It's as simple as that. That's right. MM2K ain't have his fiber today. God damn it.
Damn.
You're a fraud.
I appreciate it, bro.
You're an Xbox fraud guy,
man. You got the 500 yourself, I saw, huh?
Yeah, but it's gonna take me 30 years to get 1,000. But but that's me. This dude right here gives y'all consistent content. It's funny. The shit that he did with his daughter ain't nobody else doing. And he's not at 1,000 subs, but y'all with these other motherfuckers that don't play the games.
Hey,
Yo,
man,
I'm shutting up for the rest of
that
the
video
segment.
with my daughter, I actually had sick humor, like leave a message. But I guess because my daughter
Vaughn
probably
Lamont said MM2K. I don't like it. I just ain't had my fiber.
yeah, this fiber.
I'm
Man.
just tired of the stupid stuff, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dirt got good content. He got excellent content. He's not all you Xbox guys, you're frauds. Until Dirt's at 1,000, you're frauds. Because Dirt he won't be a tip-top warrior on Twitter. That's why he's not at 1,000. That's the only reason why. Period.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the support, bro. What else we talking about? Shit. Hold on, let me pull this shit up.
I went totally left.
We're talking about. Let's see here. You brought up Control. How did you like Control?
Yeah, let me talk about Control now. Have any of you guys on the panel played Control yet? Anithos or Moth?
I watched some gameplay of it.
I'm one of those fraud and Xbox guys. I ain't played it. I ain't gonna chance.
Well, you've been sick because you haven't even been able. You haven't even gotten to Naki, so you must have been sick because you were super hyped for that game.
Yeah,
like trying to play it before it was even open.
Exactly. Yep. I'm talking to Bunny. I'm like, Bunny, what the hell is this game?
Man, but yeah. Yeah, so Control, man, I'm a fan of Remedy games, right? When there was the rumor about Sony gonna buy them, and I was all like, cool, man. So Control is, the story is out there, like most Remedy games are. The graphics is pretty decent. It's too much motion blur for me, and film grain, But why are their games always like that? I don't know. But anyway, the game is pretty good, man. Solid gameplay. Like I said, the story is all over the place. But it's very creative. Some of the missions later in the game was very creative. I've never seen no shit like that before. It's very creative, man. So, but something with Remedy engines, man, that shit be. And I'm one of them guys. I don't really notice like frame rates and shit. That shit be dropping all over the place. Them damn frame rates, bro. But yeah, it's it's a pretty good game, man. It's a pretty good game. Y'all still there? Okay, I was making sure y'all still there.
So you've played Quantum Break and you've played Control.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you give the edge to, and why?
Quantum Break story is a little bit better to me.
Okay.
But the gameplay of Control is better. Yeah. The gameplay is better. Like you really feel like a badass. You kind of felt like a badass in Quantum Break, but Control, this broad can, levitate and she ain't to be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? You feel more like a badass, and she can, like the telekinesis stuff. Yeah, so it's a pretty good game, man. It's a pretty good game. And if Sony buys them, I'm all for it, bro. I would love to see Alan Wake 2 because I enjoy Alan Wake. They can kill Quantum Break. I wasn't that crazy about that game, but I would love to see Alan Wake 2 or a Control 2. So, you know.
What do y'all think about Remedy possibly being bought by Sony?
Wasn't J-Dubs somebody made a tweet about what if they announced it on the day that Gears dropped or something?
Shit, they might. Sony, they can do some shit like
that. And I was sitting there like, I'm expecting it. If they don't do it, then I'm shocked about it. Because everybody know how Sony has been. It's just taking Xbox Microsoft to wake up and see how it truly is, because they've been doing it to them this whole generation. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, Bunny, I would not be surprised when Gears dropped officially Friday or Tuesday. They dropped The Last of Us 2 fucking trailer. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit Sony would do. You know what I'm saying? To make people forget about, but look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I've noticed Gears has been a talk of the town this last week or so. Borderlands 3 is about to come out and nobody's talking about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are talking about Gears.
I think Borderlands. I think there's a lot of people anticipating it, but I think Borderlands, 2K hiring the goons to go to that one guy's house, Randy Pitchford with the underage nude photos.
Right. Yeah.
I think with all that crazy shit, I think people are just like, let's just pretend that this didn't happen. They're just being like real hush about it because they don't want no more attention to the game. They just want to wait for the game. But I'm gonna say this too. A lot of fans, I'm gonna shut up. A lot of fans of Borderlands are on PC, and they're upset about this Epic Games thing too. And I'm not just saying that because of how I feel. I'm being straight. I'm being honest. They're upset about that.
Mm-hmm. I just want to answer Spartan real quick. Spartan, you're looking at an original Sony fangirl. I've burnt through 2 PS1s. I had a PS2. They pissed me off with PS3. Now I just skip around every generation going to different consoles. So if Nintendo pisses me off when they get ready to release their next gen, I don't know what I'll go to next.
And you know what? I mentioned this before on this podcast, but the PS1, man, that might be my most favorite system of all time because all I could think about is my life at that time, and I was in love with my ex-wife and shit. I just had my daughter in that PS1, man. Oh,
I was in college.
He was in college.
I was in college.
You young,
and man, I remember. Now I'm not that much younger than you, but I was in college.
21, so.
Oh yeah. No, I was playing it. I had Final Fantasy VII. I started getting to JRPGs. I was a huge Mortal Kombat fan during that time. It was like I had all the Mortal Kombats up until the end of the PS2 era. But that was it.
Discussion. Hey, yo, Nethers, what was you doing in '94 when PS1 came out? Or '95 when the PS1 came out? Hello?
I don't think Nethos is here anymore.
Oh, well, I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, no. I was just talking shit. I was messing with you.
Yeah, because I got the PS1 in '97.
Yeah, PS1 was man.
Because I was working at Funko Land at the time, and I was like, "What's going on? What's this game?" And they were like, "Yeah, I was working there." And they were like, and Final Fantasy VII. Everybody kept coming in asking for it. I was like, "What is this game?"
Yeah.
And we kept selling out of it. And so they let me play it when we got a used copy in. Cool thing about Funko Land, when we got used copies in, we could play them while we were working.
Mm-hmm.
So my boss took me, he's put me right in front of the PlayStation 1. He put Final Fantasy 7 and he said, "You want to sit here and you're going to play this for an hour." Damn. And then, yeah, because the rule at Funko Land when we worked there was we can't sell products if we don't know anything about them. So when we had downtime, we were allowed to go around on the gaming consoles and play the newest games as long as we had a used copy of the game.
Hey, yo, let me tell you some of the young guys in here. I say my age all the time. You guys know I'll be 43 next month. Well, shit, this month. Hell, next week. Shit, Sunday, actually. I'll be 43.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you. Be 43, man. Birthday. Shit.
Oh, man, I'm only 3 years behind you.
It's all good. But I want to tell you guys something. The passion I have for video games, I had that shit when I was a kid, man. And the shit don't leave.
Yeah.
If you're passionate about it like I am. Even though the years I was broke as shit, I still found a way to get a game. You know what I'm saying? He still, hey man.
I find it interesting. We hear a lot in the Broadband Bullies Discord with a lot of the little 13-year-old virgins. They'll say shit like, "You're 40 and you still talk about games." That's like saying you're 40 and you still watch movies. It's interactive entertainment. It's like, stop it. Like, grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Go get past puberty. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be the same way.
Exactly.
And that's like me and a friend of mine. I have a friend who's in his early 20s. He's probably on Nitho's age, but our game selection choices are totally different. And like games he's super hyped for, I'm sitting here looking at him like, "You're hyped for what?" And he's like, "Man, you just don't know good games." It's like, no, I know good games. It's just that our generational gap is so different. That the games that the younger people are super hyped for, I'm not into.
Right.
And it's just that's just how it is. It's like with us with an older generations versus a younger generation. I guarantee you if they change, like they're all into digital and everything. So they're cool with digital. I guarantee you if they get to our age and older, if they decide to switch games from being digital to something else, they're going to have this huge uproar like the physical collectors are having now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to watch.
Absolutely. And man, what you said, like that story that you said, Moss, kids, oh man, you just nah, trust me. Now there are people that play games that kind of grow out of it. Because I had some boys, he kind of just like we play Genesis every day. He actually married my cousin, so we still cool, but he don't play games at all anymore.
Yeah.
But I was always that passionate kid. Like I was always that kid to go to CVS or Rite Aid. Well, it was Perry Drugs and well, it was called Perry Drugs back in the day. Rite Aid was, and get a video game magazine. Read that shit, man. I would read that magazine over and over and over. It's a video game, so I want to let y'all know, man. If you're a gamer now, you're a diehard gamer. You're gonna be a diehard gamer 20 years from now. Trust me.
Like when I was growing up,
it's like no ass. No.
He gonna be baking pieces to the day that he died. I like, yeah. When I was growing up, I was big into martial arts movies. As a youngster, I still am as an adult. I mean, it's the same. Sometimes your passions stay with you. Sometimes they go away. Doesn't
exactly.
Or they mutate or they alter themselves into a different way based on how your lifestyle is at that time.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So Nintendo Power, Devin, I remember those books. But it's funny because I was, man, like I know Moss had wanted to smack me. I wasn't even a Nintendo guy as a kid though. That's crazy.
No, I you know what? No, the thing that again, not to get too retro. The thing that bewilders me is I get why some people may have not liked the Nintendo. Well, no, I can't understand that. But I really don't understand is how people didn't. There's some people that preferred the Super Nintendo over the Genesis. I don't get that one. I'm sorry.
It was more powerful though because when I saw Mortal Kombat, I had the Genesis. I got Mortal Kombat 2.
But everything was censored. Everything was censored.
Mortal Kombat 2. Not one.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 2. I went. Because I was playing the Mortal Kombat 2. I said, "Shit, I gotta give me a Super Nintendo, man." It was way more powerful, but it did come out like I think a year or two later than the Genesis did, so it was understandable. But anyway, y'all, I know we are talking about these old ass games.
Yeah,
some old ass people need to just stop talking to us altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, like I said, with the Super NES games coming, I don't know what games will be coming over the next couple months for the Switch on there. So we're gonna see what's going on. I hope the Harvest Moon game comes. I think Harvest Moon was on that one too.
Hey, Heath Stevens, man, I got a little more respect for you now that I see like we're similar in age, man. But you're still a damn pony.
that's what keeps us separate.
Yeah, that's why we never be that close. Now I'm talking shit, man. I appreciate it. You do Rulio, I know how old your ass is. I know you we similar in age also, but yeah, oh shit, my wife's laptop was about to go. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all got anything else before we get out of here?
No, I think that's it. No,
I think we covered everything that we really wanted to
Thank
cover.
you, everybody, for dealing with me spazzing out. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when MMT have his fiber and y'all be talking crazy in the chat.
Rulio, man, when you coming on the show, bro? Man, I ain't seen you in years, man. When you coming on the show, man? Rulio can hoop, man. He's a hell of a golfer too, man. But yeah, man, come on the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, we're about
the more the
merrier. Yeah, we're about to get out of here. And I told you guys, Rulio at one point, like years ago, he was my boss at GameStop. Yeah, at a GameStop. man, like we was cool. I mean, like I had a regular 9-to-5 job, and he was like, "You want to come work part time just for the discount?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I just went for the discount. So at first, I never worked. Yeah, I just came to get the discount. But yeah, that's my homie, man. That's my homie. But anyway, Moss, you got anything going on, bro?
Well, I was talking to Bunny for the show. I'm saddened that I can't do the NDA. I can't show you guys the Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta, but I will be playing that tomorrow. I'm going to. When is Gears? Gears goes live at midnight on the 6th, right?
If you know at 9, if you had the Ultimate Edition, 9 o'clock
Oh
tomorrow.
shit! Okay, well at 9 I'll be
time. Yeah,
I'll be playing Gears 5 at 9. I'm gonna be playing
on
a lot
the
of
5th, not the 6th, Miles.
Yep,
yeah, the 5th.
yep.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
At 9 p.m. on the 5th. And I'll be playing the Gears Ultimate, man. I'll be playing at 9 sharp. I'll play a little bit more. I'll try to wrap up Gears 4. We're almost done. And
Man, if you don't finish that shit,
that's it. Yeah, I know, bro.
I know. You playing with Noah, right?
I'm playing with Noah and Z.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Z.
that's right. Z never did play the multiplayer. I'm sorry, the campaign.
Campaign. Me and Z been playing this campaign for 2 years, bro.
Y'all clear frauds, man. Y'all clear frauds,
years,
man.
Bro. Yeah, bro. We frauding out here,
But
man.
I'm gonna tell you something. I had played Gears 4 earlier just to get some gameplay footage for my video earlier. Man, that shit looked good on the X, man. Gears 4 still looks pretty damn good. So yeah, so anyway, Snow Bunny, what's going on with you, young lady?
Nothing much on my end. Just I want to start back. I got some games coming out this month. I can't wait to start playing them. I'm hoping my tendonitis works itself out by then so I can play. And not doing much of anything else over here.
Okay, sounds good to me. Nethos, are you still there, bro? Oh shit. Tired, man. Hey, what's all good, bro? It's all good, no. We got love for you, bro. It's all good. All right, let me get out of here. Huh?
Yeah, I know Dirt. Hey, Dirt, well, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second before you end the show. I'm trying to add. I'm trying to add homie Devin. Let me see. All right,
hey,
I got it.
Are we friends, Devin? Because I've seen that name before.
I've seen it too, bro.
Yeah, I've seen that name before. Are we friends already?
Y'all don't even remember who's like your friends.
Exactly. I mean, he's old.
I've seen that name before. His game return. I've seen that before. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know where I saw that shit before.
All right, Devin.
Mr.
I just
Kima,
added
what's
you,
up,
bro.
Xbox guys in the house. Mr. Kima's
hey, Mr. Kima. I hope you following Dirt, man. Mr. Kima, you
definitely. I think you.
Okay, he better be. Yeah. Yo, I'm calling it. I'm Xbox guys out. You ain't following Dirt, man. We got problems.
Victor,
we got problems.
Victor, man. Dirt. Victor always leave comments on my videos. I appreciate
it. Yeah, Victor, come on, Victor. I know you following Dirt, bro. Spread the word.
Oh yeah, Victor,
y'all really don't want the toxicity, quote unquote. Here goes a guy that's giving you pure entertainment, giving you pure Xbox news, giving you pure Xbox good news. At that, y'all better be following me, man. Yeah. Make sure your peers is following.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm about opinions, man. I think I'm funny. I try to be funny.
Shit is hilarious, man.
I'm gonna have some new Daily Life of Xbox guys coming up. I got some ideas. So yeah, man, my dog Jake hate me. So I gotta make sure I show him every video, every Daily Life of Xbox guy. But yeah, man, that's all we got today. Nethos is gone. I don't know what Nethos is. But anyway, y'all, we're about to get out of here. Thank you for everybody rocking out with me. Devin, Rulio, Mr. Kiva, thanks for showing up late. Victor, we appreciate all you guys, all the ponies that was in here. Heath Stevens, King Thrash. King Thrash been kind of chill lately. Is he?
Yeah, well, what happened to King Thrash? Did he follow us too?
Is he still
on Thrash? Where you at?
Nah, he might have had to go do something.
Yeah. Is he still on Twitter? Because I ain't been seeing him on Twitter.
Nah.
Nah, he's still
they threw his ass off of there.
Yo, Twitter. Hey, Twitter been getting mugs. Crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't say nothing controversial on Twitter, man. I got 400 something followers.
Yeah. My one of my friends got a temp ban, and he's like, man, if you're not this way, he said you can't say anything.
Yeah, they're tightening up.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing, man. I'm saying hi, everybody.
I ain't saying nothing. Hi, bye.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
I stay out of politics anyway. That's two things you don't discuss with your friends. A is politics and B is religion.
Tsunami, why didn't you join the show, bro? Did we must have. I think
Xbox guy, yeah.
Xbox guy.
Hey, Tsunami.
Tsunami, yeah. All right, we appreciate y'all for rocking out with us, man. One more thing. We're seriously considering moving the show to Monday at 9 o'clock because I've been on Crap Gamer Show like every week. He even asked me to be on there every week.
Fighting a good fight.
Yeah, fighting a good fight because they be on there talking that Xbox hate shit. But we're really thinking about moving the show to Monday because there's not as many podcasts on Monday in this community. There's our boy FC Violence Show, so we talk about going on after him because Wednesdays are kind of tight. Thursdays, Zaire Beyond. Fridays, Mooch and them. So Tuesdays, Daily Game and shit, and the weekend niggas don't really listen to podcasts on the weekend like that. So Monday at 9, we're seriously considering this. We will make the decision soon, but let you guys know. Maybe Nethus can make some more shows if it's on Mondays. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know too. Let us know what y'all think about.
Okay,
so yeah, as soon as
Mondays,
as soon as FC goes off, then we will go right on after him.
Yeah.
So,
all right, everybody. Everybody get out of here. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.